give it another couple minutes, let people join, and then we'll get started, folks.
All right, that's awesome.
Sorry. I've been up every night with terrible insomnia. Ever since Mordecai got word to me that the Jews of Shushan are at risk and that the fate of the Jews depends on me, tonight I finally took a sleeping pill. And these chess pieces appeared on the ceiling. And suddenly I realized what I needed to do. You see, when I went to live with cousin Mordecai as an orphan, he taught me how to play chess. And, well, the rest is history. I've become a world-renowned chess maven. Come to think of it, maybe I could lead a Mavens in Our Midst program at Beth Hillel Temple. So, you see, King Ahasuerus, he loves games. So, I will invite both Haman and King Ahasuerus to a banquet, and chess will be the theme. I will use my special secret Queen Esther's gambit strategy to get rid of Haman.
Hey, Haman. Looking good in that new hat. Did you borrow that style from the local bishop?
Yes, I have the same hat maker who made your crown create it for me. Glad you like it. You know, I like pointy things.
Don't you think the chess theme in the game night was a great idea for the banquet? That Queen Esther is so clever. She's my favorite, you know. People don't give me credit for this, but I like her more for her brains than for her looks.
Well, Your Majesty, sorry to say this, but there's a reason they don't give you credit. You're not the brightest bulb in the pack. I mean, you couldn't even come up with a date to kill the Jews. I had to turn it into a game of laughs, aka Purim, to help you figure it out.
Yes, games. Games. I love games. Video games, board games, Kill the Jew games. I love them all.
Well, that's just great, Kingy Poo, because do I have a game for you. It's called Buddy Chess, where best buddies stand on a giant chessboard like the one behind me, and I ask them about each other and see how well they really know their buddy. Now, if you don't guess the answer that your buddy has already told our studio audience, well, you may just be knocked off the chessboard, or worse, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Now, We all know, my dear King Ahasuerus, that you and Haman are super buds. So this should be fun. Here we go. King Ahasuerus, what are Haman's two favorite pastimes?
Let me think. Having people bow down to him and a genocide?
That's it. Those are his two favorite pastimes. You are correct. You may advance toward Haman on the board. Now, Haman, what is King Ahasuerus's favorite kind of humor?
Let me see. Slapstick?
No, I'm sorry. It's gallows humor. You must move away from the king on the board. But we'll give you another chance, Haman. What is King Ahasuerus's all-time favorite game? And I'll give you a hint here. You guess letters to fill in the blanks of a well-known phrase.
Could it be Wheel of Fortune?
No, I'm sorry. He told us it was hangman. And speaking of hangman, that's it for you, Haman.
No!
And that is Queen Esther's gambit. All right, so now it's time to have our service and sing and read the Megillah. So we're going to bring some service slides up for you, and I'm going to get my guitar because, yes, Queen Esther not only plays chess, but she plays the guitar. And let's see if I can get the guitar on over my crown without knocking it off. First, we'll go to the slides for the service, and we'll come back to that one. And this is not in your prayer book if you have one, but you can follow along. I hope you'll be able to see the slides. Okay. There we go. It's from the Gates of Joy prayer book. And we'll go right in order on the slides. So Chag Purim, let's join in singing. Chag Purim, Chag Purim, Chag Gadol hu laYehudim, Masechot ra'ashanim, Zmirot rikudim. Havana risha, rash rash rash, Havana risha, rash rash rash, Havana risha, rash rash rash, Bara'ashanim. Now, of course, if you have your Ra'ashanim ready, and I know it doesn't sound, probably you may not be able to hear it on Zoom, but you can try. At least you'll hear your own. When we get to Rash, 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 you can use your noisemaker, your grogger. Purim day, gladsome, joyous holiday, happy throngs, singing songs, masked and dancing gay. That masked has a new meaning this year. Havana risha, rash, 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 Havana risha, rash, 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 Havana risha, rash, 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 Bara'ashanim. And we'll go to the next slide, which is the song Shoshanat Yaakov. And we're going to learn this melody so that we can also use it when we come to Michamocha in the service. That's the melody we sing Michamocha in at Purim time. So the melody goes like this. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. So now with the words Shoshanat Yaakov. Shoshanat Yaakov, Sohola besamecha, Birotam yachad, Techelet Mordechai. Shoshanat Yaakov, Sohola besamecha, Birotam yachad, Techelet Mordechai. now we go on in our service as we read on the next page. It is said, when you feel most like crying, then rejoice. When Purim comes, we rejoice. We drink our wine and sing our songs. We make our happy noise because we are alive, because in the long tale of our people, not one Haman has risen to destroy us, but one after another. And yet because we live, our cup of joy overflows. You see the words Am Yisrael Chai are there. After that word overflows, let's join and sing that. Am, Am, Am Yisrael Chai. Am, Am, Am Yisrael Chai. Am, Am, Am Yisrael Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. We rise for the call to worship. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la. And we read together, starting at the bottom of this page and going to the next. I am a Jew because by being one, I choose life for myself and my children. I am a Jew because I serve God alone. I will not bow down to Haman's. I am a Jew because each generation of Jews has given its love to the next. I am a Jew because I want to pass on that love to those who come after me. I am a Jew because the story of my people is a story of courage and faith. I am a Jew because by being a Jew, I learned to love my neighbor as myself. I am a Jew because being a Jew is to say God is one. I am a Jew because to be a Jew is to say all creation is one. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. And we are seated and we join in the English on the next slide. You shall love the eternal your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and let them be a symbol before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I, the Eternal, am your God who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I, the Eternal, am your God. We continue on the bottom of that page. Together we remember the days of Haman, when Esther and Mordecai helped our people live, and we remember the days of Pharaoh, when Miriam and Moses led our people out of Egypt. They sang this praise song, and again, it's Mi Chamocha, but it's in the melody of Shoshanat Yaakov that we learned earlier. Mi Chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha nehedar ba'kodesh, Nora tehilot, Osef Malchutecha ובניך בוקי הים לפני משה ומרים זה אלי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם So you have been a help to us always, giving us courage and hope. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. And we rise for the tefillah or Amidah section of the service, and we do these 18 blessings. You are 18 blessings. We can read responsively, the congregation in the italics. You are strong when you take your grief and teach it to smile. You are brave when you overcome your fear and help others do the same. You are happy when you see a flower and give it your blessing. You are loving when your own pain does not blind you to the pain of others. You are wise when you know the limits of your wisdom. You are true when you admit that there are times you fool yourself. You are alive when tomorrow's hope means more to you than yesterday's mistake. You are growing when you know what you are, but not what you will become. You are strong when you take your grief and teach it to smile. You are brave when you overcome your fear and help others to do the same. You are happy when you see a flower. Whoops, we went back to the beginning. You are generous when you take as sweetly as you give. You are humble when you do not know how humble you are. You are thoughtful when you see me just as I am and treat me better than I am. You are merciful when you forgive in others the faults you condemn in yourself. You are beautiful when you don't need a mirror to tell you. You are rich when you never need more than you have. You are what you are, and that is enough for anyone to be loved. You are what you are, and that is enough for anyone to be loved. We continue now with our annual costume parade. And of course, we're not going to parade around tonight, but I'm going to lead us in the singing of Wicked, Wicked Man. So thanks to Ben to doing all the background work tonight. He's going to stop this screen share and do a different screen share with the words to Wicked, Wicked Man on there. And I'm going to suggest that you all scroll through who's here so you can see all the great costumes. I even see a dog in a costume. So look carefully on your screens and see if anyone matched their backgrounds. And as soon as we're done singing Wicked, Wicked Man, then we'll open up our mics. Not right now, we'll close our mics right now, but we'll open up our mics to share what we are dressed as if it's not obvious. Okay, here are the words. I just muted everyone. Am I unmuted? Are you hearing me? Okay. All right, ready? Oh, once there was a wicked, wicked man, and Haman was his name, sir. He lied and lied about the Jews, though they were not to blame, sir. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. And Nash Samham and Tashan. And Esther was a lovely queen of King Ahasuerus. When Haman said he'd hurt us all, oh my, how he did scare us. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. And Nash Samhan and Tashan. So let me just get this arranged here. Mordecai, her cousin, bold said, I will not let this happen. I need to get to Esther's ear. I hope she is not napping. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. And Nash Samham and Tashan. When Esther, speaking to the king of Haman's plot, made mention, ha ha, he said, oh no he won't, I'll spoil his bad intention. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. And Nash Samham and Tashan. Next set of words, excuse me. All right, The guest of honor he shall be, this clever evil hater, at a farewell bash, the likes of which there never will be greater. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. And nash samham and tashen. Of all his cruel and unkind ways, this little joke should cure him. And don't forget, we owe him thanks for this jolly feast of Purim. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. And nash samham and tashen. All right, so everybody open up your mics and tell us who you are. I guess this will be, guess I'll have to call on people as I see them. So I see Nancy Gorin-Zettelman. Tell us who you are.
I'm a cheesehead.
You definitely are.
And
And you have a three-cornered hat. And I see Skylar and Shaylee Lavin. Can you open your mic and tell us who you're dressed as?
I'm dressed as what am I dressed as again? Oh yeah, I'm dressed as a queen.
Oh, just like me. What about Skylar? Is she there?
Yeah, she's upstairs.
Okay. All right. We'll go on to Michelle.
She's dressed as a narwhal.
Okay. So here's Michelle and her dog, whose name I don't know.
Well, I'm still dressed as a nurse because I just walked in the door. So I dressed up. This is Stella, and she is Queen Esther.
Oh, she is beautiful. All right. I see John and Helen. Are you in costume tonight?
Yeah, we're just participants.
Oh, well, that's okay. We're glad to see you. How about Diane Routman? You need to unmute yourself and tell us if you're in costume.
No, I have a nice shirt on, but I'm not in costume.
It is a very nice shirt. All right, thank you. Louis Daniels, all the way from Colorado.
Hi, I've got a warm coat because we had a bunch of snow last night. So I'm just warmly.
All right. Linda and Dick, what is your costume?
Hi.
None. You're just waving hi. Dorothy, what is your costume? We're not hearing you if you're talking.
we're here.
Yes, you are.
That's it.
Dorothy?
I'm just me.
Hi, me. Bunny, how about you?
No, I couldn't get my hat down. It's up on the top shelf. So
Oh,
I was going to wear my cowboy hat, but I can't find
we'll
it.
pretend that you're wearing it.
Thank you.
Sandy and Gary, let's hear from you.
We're very sweet.
Oh, lovely Hamantash. Did Gary bake those?
He could, but he did not make these.
All right, Jim Lustig, webmaster. You're nothing? Okay. You have a very cool background though. And I see some very interesting people on Lila Miller's screen. Who are you two?
We're just a couple of chickens.
Excellent. Letvins, the Marv and Esther version of Letvins.
I'm Queen Esther on her day off.
Oh, well, you're always Esther. And Marv?
Just Marv, that's it.
All right, Terry and Rich.
I'm Moses, but since COVID has happened, I'm working without a staff.
Oh, very good, Rich. You've been so many biblical characters so effectively. Terry?
I guess I'm what's left of Moses' staff.
Okay. All right, Gary, are you in costume, Gary Newsbond?
No, I'm not. So much on my mind, I didn't think of that.
Good to see you. Annie.
Nice to see you.
So I don't know if anyone's watched The Dairy Girls, but I'm a Dairy Girl.
Excellent.
Netflix, yeah.
All right, sounds like a recommendation, a Netflix recommendation. The Other Lesson Family. Todd, Lucy, Jill, you gonna say something?
We are couch potatoes.
Excellent. Okay. And Steris Family. Looks like you guys are in wild get-ups.
No, we don't have a costume this year.
Does someone want to say something different? From your family? I see a
Go ahead, Annie.
hair.
No? Okay.
I really don't like this.
A very nice hair look for all of you. Very nice. All right, Jenny, Tassie, and I'm not sure who's sitting there with you.
It's Amy. We're 2/3 of the Tassie Rock and Roll Band.
Looking sharp. And oh my, look at Larry and Mary Miller all the way from California. You are?
King Ahasuerus from Africa and a loyal minister.
Excellent. Looking sharp. And Harriet just disappeared, but I was going to... Harriet, do you have something to say? Yes? You're muted. You have to unmute to tell us who you are.
I'm Queen Vashti.
Lovely. And Connie, looks like you have a wild hat on.
I am the captain of the USS COVID.
Aha. I hope it's sinking. Not for you.
I'm jumping.
Okay. And Abby Backer.
I'm Haman.
And I have to go to my next screen here. Let's see, Susie and Ari.
You go first.
I am a very sad tourist because I can't go anywhere.
Oh.
And I am a Pizza Planet delivery person from Toy Story.
Excellent. Alice. You're just here and you're waving? Okay. Abigail Lappins.
I am a COVID princess. My shirt says, "Wash your hands."
Lovely. Nice princess crown. Michelle.
Okay, I'm Elizabeth Warren. I've got my 2-cent wealth tax. And then Sophie, she's just wishing it was a nice summer day. So she's in her summer dress.
She's looking good. All right, Robin Plaus.
As on most days, I am dressed as a Badger superfan.
Aha, excellent. And Craig and Anna.
Sorry, we had trouble unmuting. I'm the Craig Hatter.
And Shaker.
Aha, very good. Your sound, a noisemaker, comes in nice and clear. All right, Marissa and...
We've got Larry over here. I'm an alien, and he's an astronaut. And here's our makeshift grogger.
Very nice. Solomon's, Richard and Karen, are you there? I see your name. Okay, we'll come back to you. Emma.
I'm a doctor.
Aha. I hope you're going to cure us all from COVID. Rachel. Look at that hairdo. That's Galena, actually. Okay.
I'm a COVID bum, and I have drool streaming out of my mouth, as you can see. I got drool.
Nice drool. Lovely.
COVID bum hasn't gotten dressed in a year.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Mitchell, are you in costume?
I am the physical embodiment of procrastination.
Excellent. From college. Speaking the truth from college. Wonderful. And Philip?
I don't suppose Dora never come.
Are you still there, Philip? Maybe not. Chris Sater. You must be related to Craig. Are you there? Okay, Nate, all you people of dark screen, probably not dressed as something. I'm guessing anyone who has a dark screen want to tell us what you're dressed as? How about Nate? Did you want to tell us?
Say what your hair is? Yeah. Or do you want to show your grogger? We made her own grogger. So she.
Nice. Thank you. Are you Lila's friend?
We are, yes.
Okay, nice that you're here. All right, so I'm guessing no one else wants to say who they are because they don't even have their screens on. So we are going to go on to the Megillah reading, and we can share the service screen again briefly just for the blessings for the Megillah. So all of our Megillah readers are here, and there are 8 of them. And between readers 1 and 2, I'll be reading one chapter or part of one chapter in Hebrew. So together, the blessing before reading the Megillah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mikra Megillah. We praise you, God of time and space, for mitzvot that make us holy and the joy of this mitzvah, the reading of the Megillah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim la'avotenu ve'imotenu bayamim ha'hem bazman hazeh. We praise you, God of our people, of our mothers and fathers, for the wonders they beheld at days of old of this season. And the last one on the next slide, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. So I'm going to take my guitar off for the moment, and I'm going to get out the Megillah. I better put the guitar somewhere else. The Megillah. Oh, can you see it? There is the Megillah that normally lives at Temple, but I brought it home for Purim. And we are going to also read most of it in English, but a piece of it in Hebrew. And let's review what we need to do. Whenever we hear Haman, let's say it, everybody. Or Haman. All right, whenever we are happy because we hear Mordecai or Esther, we clap. You could use your clap feature on your reactions if you want to, or your hands, or if you have one of these clappers, you could use that. And every time we hear the king mentioned, we're going to crown him. Dun, 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 dun. You have to be old enough to remember the imperial margarine ads to know what that's all about. So we are going to start with the Megillah reading, and just readers come on as I call your numbers. So I will start. Once upon a time, in the days of Ahasuerus, dun, 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 who was king, dun, 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 from India to Ethiopia, a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai, and he brought up Hadassah, also called Esther, who was his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother. Esther was very good looking, and when her father and mother were dead, Mordecai took her for his own daughter and taught her chess. Everyone, first reader, sorry, I almost took your part. First reader, go ahead.
Everyone liked Esther, including the king, who took
Esther
into the palace and made her queen instead of Vashti, and placed the royal crown on Esther's head. After this, King Ahasuerus promoted Haman and made him his prime minister. And everyone bowed down before Haman because the king had so commanded. But Mordecai would not. Yay! But when Haman saw that Mordecai would not bow down on the ground in front of him, Haman got very mad. And since Haman knew that Mordecai was a Jew, he got mad at all the Jews too. And Haman decided to destroy all the Jews throughout the kingdom.
All right, and I'm going to read the Hebrew Megillah, just chapter 3. If you happen to have a Tanakh handy, you can follow along. אמן. אחר הדברים האלה גידל המלך אחשוורוש את המן בן המדתה האגגי וינשאו וישם את כיסו מעל כל השרים אשר איתו וכל עבדי המלך אשר בשער המלך קוראים ומשתחווים להמן. כי כן ציווה לו המלך ומרדכי לא יכרע ולא ישתחווה ויאמרו עבדי המלך אשר בשער המלך למרדכי מדוע אתה עובר את מצוות המלך? Hold on. Okay. ויהי כאומרם אליו יום ויום ולא שמע עליהם ויגידו להמן לראות יעמדו דברי מרדכי כי הגיד להם אשר הוא יהודי וירא המן כי אין מרדכי קורע ומשתחווה לו וימלא המן המה ויבס בעיניו לשלוח יד במרדכי לבדו כי הגידו לו את עם מרדכי אשר בכל מלכות אחשוורוש עם מרדכי בחודש הראשון הוא חודש ניסן בשנת 12 למלך אחשוורוש הפיל פור הוא הגורל לפני המן מיום ליום ומחודש לחודש 12 הוא חודש אדר ויאמר המן למלך אחשוורוש ישנו עם אחד מפוזר ומפורד בין העמים בכל מדינות מלכותך ודתיהם שונות מכולם ואת דתי המלך אינם עושים ולמלך אין שווה להניחם אם על המלך טוב ייכתב לעבדם ב10,000 כיכר כסף אשכול על ידי עושי המלאכה להביא אל גנזי המלך. Lost my place. ויסר המלך את טבעתו מעל ידו ויתנה להמן האגגי צורר היהודים ויאמר המלך להמן הכסף נתון לך והעם לעשות בו כטוב בעיניך. If you're following, I'm going to skip a few verses here and go to the end of chapter 3. והרצים יצאו דחופים בדבר המלך והדת ניתנה בשושן הבירה והמלך והמן ישבו לשתות והעיר שושן נבוכה. Okay, reader number 2. We'll go on with the story in English. Craig.
And Haman said to King Ahasuerus,
Dun, 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 dun.
There is a certain people scattered throughout all the provinces of your kingdom, and their laws are different from your laws. They don't observe your laws. Therefore, you should get rid of them. So if you agree, let an order be issued that they be destroyed, and I will pay $10,000 into the king's treasury.
Dun,
And the king took his ring in his hand and gave it to Haman, the enemy of the Jews. And the king
dun, 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 dun.
said to Haman, the money is yours, and the people too, to do with as you want. Now when Mordecai heard what was happening, he got very upset, and he went about the city crying a very bitter cry. And whenever the king's
Dun, 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 dun.
was heard throughout the whole kingdom, the Jews became very upset and were all crying very sadly. And Esther's maiden came and told her the sad news, and she was upset too. And she sent a messenger to Mordecai
Yay!
to find out what was happening.
Okay, reader number 3, Marissa.
So the messenger went to Mordecai.
Yay!
And Mordecai told the messenger how Haman had paid the king
Dun, 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 dun.
a whole lot of money to destroy the Jews. And he also gave the messenger a copy of the order that the king
Dun, 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 dun.
had written to destroy the Jews. He wanted Esther to see it so that she should go to the king
Dun, 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 dun.
and ask him to save her people. The messenger took this message to Esther.
Yay!
Then Esther,
Yay!
the messenger, tell Mordecai that all the king's
Dun, 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 dun.
servants and all the king's
Dun, 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 dun.
people know that whoever comes into the king's
Dun, 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 dun.
inner court without first being called by the king,
Dun, 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 dun.
whether men or women, is put to death. Unless, of course, the king
Dun, 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 dun.
holds out his royal scepter that he or she may live. But I have not been called to come into the king
Dun, 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 dun.
for 30 days. And the messenger told Mordecai
Yay!
what Esther
Yay!
had said.
Thank you. Reader number 4, Louis Daniels. You may be muted, Louis. We are not hearing you.
Then Mordecai told the messenger
Yay!
to go back to Esther
Yay!
and to tell her, don't think you will escape any more than the rest of us Jews. If you keep quiet now, help may come to the Jews from somewhere, but you and all our relatives will be destroyed. Who knows? Maybe you will have become queen for just this emergency. Esther sent the messenger back to Mordecai
Yay!
to tell him, go and gather all the Jews together who live in Shushan, and neither eat nor drink for 3 days, and I and my maidens will fast also. And then I will go into the king
Dun, 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 dun.
without invitation, which is against the law, and if I die, I die. So Mordecai
Yay!
went his way and did according to all Esther
Yay!
had commanded him. Now it came to pass on the 3rd day that Esther
Yay!
put on all her royal clothes and stood in the inner court of the royal palace. And when the king
Dun, 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 dun.
saw Esther standing there, he thought she looked especially beautiful. And so the king
Dun, 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 dun.
held out his scepter to Esther,
Yay!
and Esther came near and touched it. Then the king
Dun, 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 dun.
said to her, what do you want, Queen? Whatever you want, even half the kingdom is yours. And Esther said, if it seems good to you, ask Haman come to the banquet I have prepared.
Thank you. Reader 5, Nancy Gorens Edelman.
That night, the king
dun, 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 dun.
did not sleep. So he had his servant bring him some history books.
Nice.
While he was reading, he discovered that a man by the name of Mordecai once saved his life from 2 guards who were really traitors. The king,
dun, 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 dun.
Servant, what did I ever do to thank Mordecai for? The servant said,
nothing was ever done.
The king said,
dun, dun, dun.
Who is in the court? Now, it just so happened that was on his way into the court to talk to the king,
dun, 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 dun.
hanging Mordecai on the gallows that he had prepared for him. So the king's servant said,
look, Haman is in the
and the king said,
dun, 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 dun.
have him come in. So Haman and the king said,
dun, dun, dun.
what should be done to the man which the king wants
dun,
to
dun, dun, dun.
in a big way? Now, who could the king
dun, 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 dun.
to honor but me? And so he said to the king,
dun, 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 dun.
if you want to honor someone in a big way, get him royal clothes,
Nice touch.
just like yours, a royal horse,
Nice.
just like yours, and a royal crown, just like yours, and have a royal prince deliver all this to him, and then have a big parade through the city and have it proclaimed that this is what is done to someone that the king
dun, 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 dun.
to honor. Then the king said to
Dun, dun, dun.
Haman, hurry, do all these things with the clothes and the horse and the parade, just as you have said to Mordecai, the Jew, and don't leave anything out. Then Haman, the clothes and the horse parade so that Mordecai go through the city as it was announced, and that this was the man whom the king wanted to honor.
Nicely done, guys. Very nice. All right, reader number 6, Michelle Franklin and Stella. I'm sure we'll have a part.
Yes. Then the king and
Dun,
Haman
dun, dun, dun.
came to the banquet that Esther had prepared. And the king said
Dun, dun, dun.
to Esther, after he had some wine, whatever you want, Queen Esther, it will be, even half the kingdom, it will be yours. Then Esther, Queen, answered and said, if you really love me, O king,
Dun, 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 dun.
if you are willing, O king,
Dun, 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 dun.
please let me live and let my people live. For I and my people have been sold to be destroyed, to be killed, and to die. And Esther spoke again and fell down on the ground there in front of the king and crying. And she told him about Haman and his plan to destroy the Jews. And she said, if you are willing, if you really, if you really love me, please change the order to kill all the Jews. Say it, so. Or how can I live to see this happen to my people or see the destruction of my own family?
Thank you, Queen Esther Stella. You were awesome. And by the way, Michelle. Reader number 7, Diane Routman.
Whoops. What happened? Oh, here I am.
Okay.
And the king
Dun-da-da-da.
got up very angry from the banquet and went into the garden. And one of the servants of the king
Dun-da-da-da.
said to him, look at the gallows which Haman had made for Mordecai, the very man who had helped you. And the king
Dun-da-da-da.
said, hang Haman on it. So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he had made for Mordecai.
Yay!
And then the king
Dun-da-da-da.
calmed down. And Mordecai
Yay!
went forth from the king
Dun-da-da-da.
in royal clothes of blue and white and a great crown of gold, and with a beautiful purple robe, and the city of Shushan celebrated in great joy. The Jews had light and gladness, joy and honor. And in every state and every city, the Jews had gladness and joy, a holiday and a good time.
Thank you. And reader number 8, Lila Miller.
And Mordecai sent letters to all the Jews in all the states of the king,
Da-da-da.
near and far, to tell them that they should keep the 14th day of the month of Adar every year, the day when the Jews escaped, and the month which was turned from sorrow to gladness, from crying to laughing, and when they should give gifts to one another and to the poor. And the Jews did as Mordecai had written them, that Haman, the enemy of the Jews, had planned against them, had cast poor. That is the lot against them. But when Esther came before the king,
Dun, 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 dun.
he commanded that Haman's wicked plan should return upon himself, and that he was hung on the gallows. Wherefore they called this day Purim, after the name of Pur.
Yay! And then one more paragraph. Therefore, because of the letters and all that happened, the Jews from then on, for themselves, their children, and anyone who joined with them, that they would keep forever at this time, each and every year, to be remembered in every generation, in every family, in every state, in every city, so that Purim should not disappear, nor the memory be forgotten from the children. The end. Let's hear it for all of our readers. Awesome job, everybody. And we're going to continue now. Thank you, Ben, for all of the technical stuff. We're going to go back to the prayer book and have Elenu as we all rise. We're going to read the English on that page. So turn east in your worship space. Let us adore the ever-living God. We render praise unto you, who spread out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God. There is none else. Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. And we are seated. Bayom hahu, yihyeh Adonai echad. Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo Echad. And I invite those who are observing a yahrzeit on this Purim day, or who have experienced the death of a loved one in recent weeks or months, to rise. For us and for all Israel, may the blessing of peace and the promise of life come true. And we remember at Beth Hillel Temple, particularly Jim Feldman, who was recently taken from our midst, and we recall all those that we are thinking of in our hearts on this day. And we also, on this Purim day, recall all of the martyrs of our people who died in the name of Kiddush Hashem. We continue with the Kaddish prayer as we all rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabah, be'alma divarach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon u'v'chayedecho beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imeru amen, yehei shemei rabah mevarach l'alam u'lamei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudashah b'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata de'amiran be'alma v'imeru amen. Yehei shalom rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imeru amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn and comfort to all the bereaved among us. And let us say amen. And we don't have any announcements tonight. I know you'll all be very disappointed, but you can please be seated, and we'll conclude with Ani Purim, which is the next slide on the song sheet. And I'll get my guitar, not the song sheet, the service slides. One more slide. Thank you, Ben. And I do again want to thank all of the readers, Abby and Philip for joining in the skit, and Ben for doing all this technical stuff that makes it much easier for me. So one verse in the Hebrew and one verse in the English, Ani Purim. Ani Purim, sameach umevadeach, halo raf ta'am bashana, avo lehitareach, la 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 la. And one verse of the English. My name is Purim and I come great fun and frolic bringing. Just once a year I visit you to cheer you with my singing. La 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 la. So Chag Purim Sameach, everyone. Happy Purim. Hope you have some hamantashen to nash on. And I hope you had a good time tonight. And for a more sobering type of a service, still enjoyable, I don't know, if you want to wear a costume, you can. Join us tomorrow night at 5:45 services. See you then, if not another time.